Right, I wasn't actually planning on making this video just yet, but I was halfway through making another video, which is actually going to be how I organise all of my A-level notes and GCSE notes, as well as an update on some other bits that are going to this channel that's going to help all of you that are in GCSEs and A-levels basically. So hopefully that will help. If you want to watch that, then make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when it's out. But as you've probably seen by this title, in today's video I'm going to be showing you exactly how to pass your driving theory first time. Now for a bit of context, I did mine on the 24th of July, and for the multiple choice I got 49 out of 50, and then hazard perception I got 64 out of 75. So I'm going to try and give it to you in as simple and straightforward way as possible, because to be honest it wasn't that complex and it's fairly easy to pass first time when you know how to do it. Yeah, but obviously with this pandemic there's a long wait for a lot of the tests, so you really do want to pass first time. There's a lot of pressure to do that because otherwise you've got to wait and then book another test and it just takes ages and you're not going to be able to drive for a lot longer. So yeah, you want to pass, and that's why we're here today, to teach you how to pass first time. Let's go. Quite simply, all you want to do is head over to the App Store and download the official DVSA Test Theory Kit. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, you want to download that. I mean, it's £5, but when you think about it, a test is £25, so if you fail once, you pay an extra £25. Why not just spend a fiver and then make sure you pass? So yeah, download that, and then when you open this app, it comes up with a few different things. Yes, you've got hazard perception and you've got the theory test. So starting with the theory test, when you go onto it, you enter your test date. I'll just pick a random date. Alright, that's a bit late, but you know what? That's fine. And then you come up with study, practice and mock tests. What I did initially was I just took on mock tests just to get a gauge for all of the different questions. It's only 50 questions and there's a mark per question, obviously. So I did a mock test, I failed. I think I got like 37 and you need 43 to pass. And then what I decided is I was going to read through each of the study sections and make sure I just read through all of the notes that they give you. It didn't take that long, it probably took like a few hours, but I'd read through each of these sections. It's just literally like 5 pages per section. You'd read through it all, and then once you've done each section, you'd practice that topic. So you'd select the topic and you'd start and you'd answer all of those questions. I'd literally do that for every topic. Like I said, that probably took a bit more than a few hours, probably like 4 or 5 hours. But then I'd literally seen every single question that they had on the app. I'd seen it all. And the questions in the test are basically identical to the questions in the app. So if you've answered all of those and you're confident in all of these, then you're going to smash it. So once I'd done all of that, all I did was do a bunch of mock tests, because mock tests, you're revisiting those questions, identifying weak areas, and say you get a question wrong from one of the study topics, I'd literally just scan over those notes again to make sure I got it right, but also use the answers. So yeah, once you'd read through all of those study topics and answered questions on them all, just do an insane amount of mock tests and just keep going until you're consistently getting over 43. And that's all I did for the theory test. That's literally what I did. Then for the hazard perception, it's a similar thing. If you don't know how the hazard perception works, basically you have a 20-second video or something like that, and there'll be random hazards throughout the video. When you identify a hazard, you have to just tap the screen, or in the actual test you just click the mouse. The longer you wait to identify that hazard once it's on the screen, the less points you get. So say a hazard appears and you wait 4 seconds, you'll probably only get 1 point out of the 5 that are available. Now to pass that, you only need 44 out of 75. So that's an average of about 3 marks per question or per video. But for this is a bit of a weird one, because I always seem to identify a hazard too early before it develops into an actual hazard. Basically, when you see someone like crossing the road or about to cross the road, tap it, but then also wait like a second and tap it again, just to make sure you're in the point bracket. So for example, if this is the point bracket and the time is slowly ticking, if you hit it there, it's outside of the bracket and you won't get any points. Then you wait another second, you hit it here, then you'll get points. So just press it once, wait a second, and then press it again. You can have up to 12, I believe, taps per video, so that's quite a lot. So basically do it whenever you see a hazard. The only thing I would say is, while you're doing that, don't consistently press it like once every second, because then it says you've answered it in an unacceptable manner and you get 0 points. I did that on one of the videos because I identified a hazard and then pressed it every second for about 5 seconds, and that's not allowed. But basically applying that technique where you see a hazard, you tap it, wait a second and tap it again, I managed to get 9 out of the 14 clips, full 5 marks. And then 2 of them were for 4, 1 of them was for 2, and then the 1 was 0 because I answered it in an unacceptable manner. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all you've really got to do to pass your theory test first time. I hope you do pass your theory test first time, because I want you to drive like I want to drive. I don't know anyone that doesn't want to drive as soon as they possibly can. I mean, if you're watching this, you probably do. So download the app, do a mock test to see where you're at, read through all the study topics, answer all the questions on each of the study topics, then do a bunch of mock tests, and then use the hazard perception practice on your phone to to practice everything else. Okay, that's it for me today. I hope this is going to help you pass your theory test, because it's just annoying if you don't pass. It just makes everything so much longer and just unnecessarily. Yeah, but if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment what you want to see in future videos. I'm actually about to just go and start making the next video that's going to be out later in this week on A-level notes. So again, if you want to see that, hit the subscribe and turn on the notifications. Yeah, other than that, follow me on Snapchat down there if you want, Instagram down there, and I'll see you in the next one.
I live inside my own world of make-believe.